Welcome back, everybody. It's Let's Debate Basketball. We got another legendary interview with Khari Jones. On this channel, we celebrate basketball culture and everyone who contributed to it. Khari Jones is a journalist, coach, and he was a player back in college. So, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just so glad I'm thankful for the invite. Ready to tell my story, man, on your platform. You feel me? If I'm gonna give it to anybody, I'm gonna give it to you for sure. You're doing your
Thank you.
thing.
I know you got a story to tell. You start all the way back in Chicago, and now you're in LA. That's a long story right there in itself. So how did that story start off for you, basically?
Man, I just grew up playing basketball. That's it. That's all I ever thought about, dreamed about. I used to be in church thinking about basketball, what I read and preaching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
that's all we did growing up. Just hoop, play 2K, play the game, and watch the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I remember telling my mom one day, like, Mama, I think I had to be like 9 years old. Like,
Mhm.
Mom, I'm going to the league. I'm going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So, but um, what happened was is that I didn't get the opportunity to play in high school because of my grades.
Mhm.
You know, um, I had a lot of things going on in my life. I just couldn't get my grades together, and I ended up just uh, going back to get my high school diploma after high school, and then I played in college. Started playing in college, and it took off from there. I went to Truman. I played junior college in Truman, and then I went to another school in Joliet. I started playing, and I did very well there. It was a great experience. You know what I'm saying? I averaged maybe like 12, 13 points. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of the most amazing experiences I ever had in my life. My first time actually playing real college basketball.
That's tough.
And after that, I went to Purdue University.
Mhm.
And after I went to Purdue, I tried out for the team, but I ended up not making it. And I'm trying to figure out like what's the next step for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then after that, I had went to transfer to Indiana State, started playing on a practice team. But I was always playing intramural basketball, always playing intramurals. But I just started getting better and better as I was getting older. You know what I'm saying? And then at that moment, in between that time, I started doing media. Because I started getting involved in leadership activities on campus, and I started writing a lot. And then next thing you know, I moved to LA.
But where did that
So,
come from? That writing from playing basketball to start writing a lot and doing media. Where'd that start like for you?
everything pretty much started. My professor, she always told me like, man, Khari, you're gonna do something so special because I started. She just saw something in me.
Mhm.
She like, man, Khari, oh my God, like you're gonna do something. I actually just got the phone with her. She was like, you're gonna do something big, and I had no idea, what was going on. But
Mhm.
it was a group that I went. We had went to New York, and the craziest thing happened to me. You know what I mean? We had went to the Jimmy Fallon show. We had extra tickets. We was on the Jimmy Fallon show, and out of everybody in the crowd, he called on me, and
Mhm.
then it just went viral. He called on me. They started playing my. They started. He asked me who my favorite college basketball team was, and I was like Kentucky. And then he had the Roosters. They band there. They started singing my name like Khari is his name. It's Kentucky is his #1 team. His
Mhm.
name is Khari. But that had went viral. Everybody was calling me like, "Yo, Khari, I see you on TV, man. Like this is crazy. Like the clip is on my Instagram, the very first picture."
Mhm. I mean,
And
everything happens for a reason.
and I was like that. And then I was driving home after that, and I was like, "Yo, why did that happen?" You feel me?
Mhm.
This before I was even thinking about media or anything. I'm like, "Yo, why did this happen to me, man?" I'm like, God, did you want me to be famous or something?
Mhm. And now you're on ESPN and Fox and all those channels now. Like it's nothing. Like it's normal for you now.
Man. And then I actually wrote it down. I was like, God, did you want me to be famous? And then next thing you know, I had connected with a girl named Malia.
Mhm.
She was in New York. We had connected on Instagram though, because she was like the college ambassador for Essence Magazine or something. I'm like, yo, I want to do that. And I asked her like, how do we, how can I do that? How can I be that? Get ready to prepare myself to, apply for that. And she was like, for sure. We end up having a Zoom call. Actually, it was a FaceTime or a Zoom call. I wanted it to, and we started talking. And she had a media outlet, and they basically started, training me up. I started writing for them. I started writing for on campus, and then just started went from there. I started interviewing local artists, rappers, basketball players, community leaders, and that's all I want to do from there. I'm like, I'm gonna blow up off this.
Hmm. So after you start working media outlets, when did that transition from Chicago to LA start?
Well, it wasn't really Chicago from LA.
Hmm.
I had to backtrack a little bit. It was from Chicago because after I played my 2 years in junior college, um, after I played my 2 years in junior college, I ended up moving to Indianapolis.
Mm, okay.
So I went to school at Purdue for 1 year, and then I transferred to Indiana State. You know what I mean? So I started like, it was kind of tough because I kind of got away from basketball. Like, not I always played, but as far as like just trying to, play professional basketball, I wanted to focus on something else. So I was in that phase of trying to figure out what I want to do. So it was from Chicago to Indianapolis, graduating college, and then going to grad school, leaving grad school to going to LA. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And I left grad school because I felt like, what, this is not for me. Because I was, even while I was in school, I'm focusing on my brand. That's all I was doing more than school anyway.
hmm.
School taught me the skills that I need. You know what I'm saying? Then I utilized the networking opportunities.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I ended up leaving grad school because I was like, what? If I put my all into my business, I know I can do great things.
Hmm.
And then also I was a PE teacher back here as well in Indianapolis. So once I left that, I just moved to LA, and my mentor before I moved, she had connected me with a guy named Amani from U Ball. She connected me with him, and then I started coaching. When I moved out to LA, well, before I moved, we had like a conversation over the phone, like,
Hmm.
this is like what my goals are and things of that nature and whatnot. And I started preparing myself for the LA move. It was a lot to before I transitioned there. I started connecting with people while I was on LinkedIn. I
Hmm.
was acting as if I was already living there. NBA was the last thing on my mind that I wanted to do.
I got
I
you.
always wanted to do that, but that I had, that I thought was even possible.
So how was that coaching experience for you? 'Cause I know that's a different, like, you have to come in with a different mindset for coaching. Has that added anything to yourself?
Nah, because I was already. It was just like me growing up, and that's all I always did was. Or I was around the game all my life anyway.
Hmm.
So it was just nothing. It wasn't like, but what I did learn was that just the kids, how I really want to help the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to help the youth, but that just started, you know, um, motivating me even more. Like, yo, I need to prepare to help the kids and the youth. Because I always wanted to get them opportunities because I didn't really have opportunities like that coming up. You know,
Hmm. I see that a lot
so
with your interviews and your community activist stuff. So that's a good thing right there. And you also started your own network too, Motivated Sports Network. How's that going for you?
yeah, Motivated Purpose Network, man. It's great, man. I love it. I'm covering the league right now under my own outlet, and
Hmm.
just amazing opportunity. And I just love telling these guys stories. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I've seen a lot of your questions on ESPN, the Anthony Davis one. Yeah, I covered
Yeah,
the past 3 years.
man, it's just crazy, man. Because like I said, I'm one of them. That's how I look at it. A lot
Hmm.
of journalists didn't grow up playing basketball and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They kind of just got the job. But me, I'm one. I saw myself in their shoes. Like I wanted to really want to go to the NBA, and the
Hmm.
NBA was my life, man. That's it. That's all I wanted. Like that's all I thought about every day growing up, literally. The NBA. Man, also like coming up throughout the years, like I've always watched interviews, so it's just crazy. Like I was just a person who watched interviews anyway. Just learning free game. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw my snap a couple weekends ago. Like I'm always just watching interviews, just trying to get free game. So it's just crazy that the universe probably knew I was gonna be doing that the whole time. I used to watch Breakfast Club a lot and just learning people's stories.
That's
You know what I'm
tough right
saying?
there.
So yeah.
I
So
know that day you took me to that Clippers. What was it? Clippers Media Day.
yes.
I think without that day, I wouldn't be doing this right now, man. Like I feel like that day just built up that confidence in me. Like
For real.
being around those guys, be like, okay, they just like us. Like I was still starstruck. Like growing up in LA is like, oh my gosh, Paul George, Chris Paul, and all them. I feel like now it's just like out the system. Like,
Yeah, man, I know that is crazy, man, and I know that you did great. I was just watching that interview the other day,
mhm,
like that was great, man. Like that the clips you put together and it's just how you held yourself and know in that type of environment. I'm like, yeah,
mhm.
you was made for this, and I always knew when I first connected with somebody, yo, he's gonna be big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, and that's my goal is to give different people opportunities like that, you know. Because even right now at this point, like, you know, I'm about to take this to a whole another level. Like, people don't even understand. Like,
Hmm.
they see the interviews and stuff like that, but right now it's just it's next level time with the new information that I got and the new connection that I have right now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm about to take the next level, and also just having the opportunity to interview people that I grew up with, grew
Hmm.
up watching, not grew up with, grew up watching. You feel me? And also just seeing people who I watch come up, like it's just crazy. You know what I mean? I'm realizing I have a bigger purpose. You know, these guys need their stories told.
Hmm.
You know, a lot. Everybody need their stories told, but you know, these guys are being asked the same questions about the game. You know, you just watch the game and you asking them about it again.
They're
So
not trying to hear it, to be honest.
no, so we got just trying to bring a different aspect to it. You feel me? A different
Hmm.
perception to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it does seem like you're one of the players' favorite interviewers, though. All the other, I guess, journalists they ask kind of personal questions. You keep it more like professional, basketball wise, tell their stories. So, where do you see yourself going for 2021? Basically, if you want to put the information out there.
What do I see going for 2021? I see myself. I honestly see myself taking this to another level,
Hmm.
reaching new heights with this whole with the NBA and just my life in general. You know, I see my company, growing. That's what I see. You know,
Hmm.
I feel like I'm at the very beginning stages of what the world's gonna see with. You know, I'm still young. Um, I'm still fresh in the game. Like 3 years in the NBA is like a baby. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot that's coming. You know what I mean? I'm already thinking like the next 4 or 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think strategically on how to leverage every opportunity that I have. That's one thing I'm still doing. And even right now, I just felt like I had a metamorphosis on just where I want to go in life. Like I feel like I'm a whole new person from even last week. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? My vision
Yeah.
has expanded, and I'm starting to see like I can really take this thing to new heights. Like anything is possible, literally. Like if you put your mind to it.
Even
You
though
know
you're
what I'm
doing
saying?
NBA basketball right now, do you see yourself going in like other aspects like NFL, back into like music or anything, or you want to just stick with basketball right now?
No. I've done. I was doing NFL. I did NFL this season. I
Hmm.
covered baseball this season. You know, I'm like I said, my whole purpose is even bigger than sport. This is just an avenue of what I'm using. You know what I mean? Because it's one of the highest platforms out here. So,
Hmm.
and I want to leverage that for a higher purpose. You know what I mean? I'm not just sports. You know, I've been doing a lot of community events. I'm working with the LA Sentinel right now. Um, doing community different things in that nature. So, um, I feel like it's just everything is coming together.
Hmm.
You
That's
know
one
what
thing I
I mean?
forgot to ask about right there, LA Sentinel. How was that experience for you? And what is the LA Sentinel for people that don't know?
Los Angeles Center is a black-owned newspaper. We cover, community events, sports, politics, health, anything you need. You know what I mean? It's the largest black outlet in the world right now. You know, so having that opportunity is just amazing. You know what I mean? It's helped me a lot. It's growing me a lot. You got to thank people like Brandon Brooks, Lauren Jones, Messiah for just helping me grow in this field and inspiring me and stay encouraging me and most importantly, believing in me to have this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's pretty dope. They're giving me amazing opportunities to, expand my network, master my craft, and like I said, I couldn't be more thankful.
Gotcha.
for the LA Sentinel, man. You know, like I said, they saw me. They gave me my first NBA opportunity, and I was the NBA Awards in 2018. And from I was just working the camera. You know what I'm saying? So from
Yeah.
there, everything just kind of like it took flight. You feel me? God was just planting seeds, but I really believe that I can be at the highest level at this, and that's where I'm going right now. I'm going to continue to put out these stories. Like I said, my journey was just crazy. Like you could tell that everything was aligned when you reflect on everything that I've been through. Just being that, from my junior college, I needed that experience playing basketball there. It was
Mhm.
only 2 years playing junior college, but for me it was everything because I got better. Better mentally, just getting away from toxic things. Growing up in my home, um, that was it was like I said, it was an outlet for me. Basketball basically saved me. And people don't tell us that we can still make the NBA without actually playing the basketball. They don't tell us that. They
Mhm.
don't tell us you can be a journalist. They don't tell you that you can be a marketer or a PR director. Or they don't tell you that you can be a basketball coach in the league still. They don't teach us how to network and get in those industries. So that's one thing I want to shed light to, and I'm just thankful for this opportunity. Like I'm gonna be doing the NBA for the rest of my life, man. That's how I look at it. Like what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just knowing that's all I did growing up, all I watched growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know that's what it is.
Mhm. Well, that's all the questions I had today. Did you want to tell the people anything before you leave or no?
Um, man, I just want to tell everybody just stay focused on your goals, man. Stay focused on your craft. You know what I'm saying? Use my story as an inspiration to get what y'all need to do. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Just got to put your mind to it. Think strategically. Use your emotional intelligence. That's the number one strategy for anything out here. Emotional intelligence. That's been a key strategy for allowing me to get in rooms where a lot of people don't make it in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take that lightly because when I first read that book, my mentor gave me that book in 2016. I read it and was blown away.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
tough.
it was a huge game changer for me, and that's something that I want to continue to bring awareness about, Joe. Emotional intelligence.
Let's debate
You,
basketball
you,
right there. My bad.
you said what?
My bad. You go ahead, Kari.
No, I
You.
was gonna say, did you have any more questions?
I feel like that was a lot of information right there. I mean, you just let it all out. To be honest, you got your life, everything you're doing right now. Yeah, I think that's all. To be honest, thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
yeah, most definitely, bro. I'm with it. Anything, anytime.